It's your girl Ashley. If you're new to my channel, what's up? In today's video, I'm going to show you how I achieved this makeup look. I would say super natural. No girl. Super neutral, very bronzy, very brown. So if you are interested, then keep on watching. First things first, we have to do the primer. I like to use this P. Louise primer in the shade Rumor 02. Normally when I use this product, I always say a little goes a long way because it can crease. But this time around, we're going to really go in with the product. Ooh, I'm so used to doing this eye on camera. I'm so sorry. I'm so glad I paid attention. I'm going to put on this eye and I'm just going to put this all over the eye. Literally going all the way in here below the brow bone. And I'm just going to keep applying all over the eye. For the eyes, I'm going to be using this Jefree Starrr eyeshadow palette. This is the Orgy. It is the Nudes palette. So this is what it looks like when you open it up. Literally a dream. Like, look at all those neutral shades. Now honestly, I think the first time I ever tried it, I wasn't super impressed with it, but I want to give it another try, and so far I think it's worth it. With this Anastasia A25 brush, I'm going to use this color here called Knee Pads, and I'm just going to put this on the outer part of the eye, kind of creating a little by little creating a V shape. I'm going to grab a little bit more. And then just keep applying until you like the way it looks. I'm literally just focusing mainly on the outer part of the eye, not really focusing it just on the crease, because normally I would just go back and forth on the crease, but not this time around. Just focusing it on the outer part of the eye, slowly creating that V shape, bringing it out very lightly. With this E54 brush, I'm going to grab this color here called Silk Robe, and I'm going to put this on the lid. Just by tapping it. I don't want to drag the color because you want to pack this on. Because if you were to just grab the color and literally start dragging it, you're moving the product. You want to pack it on to kind of set the base underneath. And in this part, it's a lot of going back and forth. Not really because the colors aren't too intense, but I'm lightly going over the area that I had already applied that color, which was knee pads a little bit. So that way there isn't any harsh lines. But then I'm going to go back with the Anastasia A25 brush, and whatever is left with it, I'm just going to go over again to make sure that the knee pad color pops through more. Now with this Morphe E27 brush, it doesn't have anything. I'm just going to very lightly go over right above the crease around the brow, just to make sure that I soften up that line. With the same brush, I'm going to use the color Seduction. I'm going to tap some of that off, and I'm just going to go over the crease, like right below the brow bone. That way there is some color right there. With this JH40 brush, I'm going to use the color I'm Shy. This is going to work as our little highlight, and I'm going to pop that right on the tear duct. Tapping it on and very lightly just blending it in. Now, personally, I find this to be the hard part, which is the eyeliner part, because sometimes sale bueno y sometimes pues no. Well, I'm going to use this small little detailed brush. This is from Morphe, and this is the M508 brush. And for the eyeliner, we're going to be using a powder. Again, from the palette, I'm going to use the shade called Money Shot, which is this one right here. I'm grabbing a little bit and putting some in the back of my hand, and I like to start by just adding the line first on the lash line, and then once I do that, then I'll drag it out. Now, I don't know if you know about this trick, but I have a little bit of product in here, and when it comes to winging out, this is what I do. First, I kind of place my pencil like this, and you can kind of see where the line is supposed to go, which is right there. You see? So that is where I'm going to wing it out. So I'm grabbing some of that product and winging it out. And start very short. You don't have to do this crazy line at first. Now, the goal here is making sure that they're even. Now, this is how I extend my eyeliner and clean it up. So, again, I'm going to put my Q-tip right here, drag it, and pull it out. That way you see, because most of the time what I used to do is I would clean it up from right where I started it, and then I would take out too much. But now I don't. I just, again, from the corner of my nose, drag it up, And then that way it'll clean up where it needs to. It'll kind of like, you know, lift it a little bit. Obviously, that's way too much. You can use the other end and then very lightly blend that out. Let's go ahead and move on to the face. So first I want to go ahead and correct underneath my eyes. I'm using this Maybelline eraser. This is in the shade Brightener. So I'm just going to put some under my ojitos. I'm just going to go ahead and use a beauty blender that is damp to blend that out. Now I did already apply some primer before I did my eyes. I used the Bobbi Brown moisturizer one, and then I used the One Size Beauty, the Blur. For foundation, I'm going to be using this Morphe one. This is the Filter Effect in the shade Light 5. I'm going to apply with the brush first. This is the Sigma F80 brush. I'm going to put this all over the face. Oh my god, I watched too much TikTok. All I have stuck right now is the song that I don't want to go to work, I don't want to go to work. If you know what I'm talking about, I think you're cool then. Now to go ahead and conceal underneath my eyes, I'm going to be using this Tarte Ultra Creamy Concealer. And now this is in the shade 16N. I'm just going to put this right under the eyes. Now I'm sorry for all the light changes. It's just I got a new location right here where I'm filming and I'm still playing with it. Again, with the damp beauty blender, I'm just going to blend this out. Now, time to bronze up the skin is going to be a little bougie moment. I'm using this Chanel bronzer. I think they only have one shade, honestly. They may have two, but I got the lightest one if that's the case. But I grabbed some with my spatula. I have it in the back of my hand. And then I'm going to use this Fenty Beauty. This is in 125. I'm going to grab some of that product, and then I'm going to go in. I'm going to go ahead and bronze up my forehead. That is the first place I usually bronze up. I have a big forehead, so I really like to go in. And now we're going to go ahead and do the cheeks. I like to do tapping motions first. And then very lightly start doing little circular motions. You already know that I like a very matte face, so I'm going to go in with this MAC Studio Fix. This is in the shade C2. So I'm using a little powder puff. I'm going to grab some of that product and then just press it into the skin. I just feel like when I do this, it just helps with my texture and it just looks nicer. I just can't stand the way that my skin looks when it's shiny. I know it's supposed to look healthy, but I feel like it's just doesn't do it for me. Now to set the under eyes, I'm going to be using this Airspun Loose Powder. This is in the shade Translucent. I actually haven't used this in a little bit. I'm using my damp beauty blender, grabbing a little bit of the product. And by that, it's going to look like this. And then I like to tap it on the cap to remove a little bit of that excess powder. And then I'm just going to go ahead and pat right under the eyes. Time to bronze up the skin a little bit more. This is a very bronzy look, okay? I love bronzer. I'm going to be using this Kevin Aucoin Loose Powder brush. And I'm using the Butter Bronzer. This is from Physicians Formula. Oh my god, as soon as I open this, it smells so good. It smells like vacation. I just don't know how else to explain it, but it smells so freaking good. Did I say what shade this was? This is in the shade. It literally just says deep bronzer. So that's what we're going to call it. So I'm grabbing a little bit of that product, tapping some of it off, and then just going in and adding some color. Like if I just, you know, I'm just in Cancun living my best life. Now for blush, I'm going to be using this MAC X Patrickstarrr, and I'm not blushing, and this is what it looks like. It's kind of like peachy. So I'm going to use this Morphe JH04 brush, and I'm just going to put some on my cheeks right here. Back with the small detailed brush and the color Money Shot, we're just going to go ahead and put this right on the bottom lash line. And we're going to smoke that out. Back with the JH40 brush, it doesn't have anything. I'm just going to go ahead and lightly go over the lash line. And make sure that I smoke this out so it doesn't look so harsh. I already went ahead and curled my lashes. I'm going to apply some mascara. I'm using this Revlon mascara in the shade Black. I literally need to get a new one because it's drying up. But I'm just going to coat the lashes enough because we're going to be applying some falsies. For falsies, I'm going to apply these. These are from Beauty Creations in the style Confidential. I'm just going to pop these on. I use the Duo Glue, and green, you already know that is my favorite. Now with this MAC black eyeliner, I'm just going to put that on the top waterline. That way it helps blend the lash line. Now I'm going to use this Maybelline brown eyeliner. This is in the shade Glazed Toffee. And I'm just going to put that on the bottom waterline. Normally I use a nude color, but I want it to be different today. Oh my god, my eyes are so freaking red right now. I'm going to apply some mascara on my bottom lashes just for it to be a little bit more dramatic. Time for the lips. I'm going to be lining and filling them in using this Mario lip pencil. This is in the color Travis, which is a very beautiful brown. So this takes a process, okay? So just going to fill gently. This is the final look, and honestly I was playing around with the lipstick because normally I always use my NYX lip liner in nude beige or in natural. That's like my go-to, but I kind of want to get a little bit out of my comfort zone, so here I am. I know it's not like dramatic, but it's something different, so I hope you like it. Everything that I use for today's tutorial will be down below in the description box, so make sure to check that out. Now I hope you guys like it. If you did, and make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that bell button to get notified when I upload new videos. You're more than welcome to follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. I post little previews of what I'm filming and all that good stuff. Let me know down below will you be trying out this look or any requests you may have. Comment down below. I love to interact with you. Now thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!